Ever feel like a loser? A sucker. Someone who got played. You should, because if you still support Trump, that's what you are. You got played by this guy. All his promises, come on. They're as real as his hair. He never built the wall. He never did the trade deals. He was never going to. It was all a show. A con game. He said you'd get tired of winning, but you're just tired. Tired of giving him money to pay for his lawyers. Tired of watching him embarrass you. Tired of his lies, his lawsuits, his trouble. Tired of defending a man who doesn't deserve your support. You know he won't change. You know he's the architect of all his problems. But he thinks you're gullible, that you can't figure him out. If you keep supporting him, you're proving him right.
America loves President Trump because he's plain-spoken.
I do like junk food.
Easy to understand.
Chairman, you're sitting on a wild pony. You gotta pull that pony. You gotta get it going.
And he is clear as a bell.
In my second term, we will roll back every Biden attack on the Second Amendment.
President Trump, when he was in office, he underwent testing for his cognitive dissident.
I don't like flies.
President Trump has more energy than a 40-year-old.
On his first day of his trial, Reuters reported that Trump appeared to doze off during jury selection.
It said the guy's sleeping? He's meditating.
On April 22nd, MSNBC reported that Trump's lawyers were fighting to keep him awake.
I think he's praying.
Oh, Mom.
Donald Trump could get up on stage, pull his pants down, take a up at the podium, and I still would never vote for you fucking Democrats again.
Anybody have any Tic Tacs?
Liberals hate humans because, I'm just going to speak very bluntly here, because the liberals are largely enthralled to demons who hate humans and want to destroy them.
The real dictatorship, which we're over 1,200 days into, is Joe Biden.
They fear Donald Trump, and they fear what's going to happen if he becomes president again. And I'll tell you, they should fear.
So all Donald Trump has to do is stay calm, and stay calm during the entire debate, and let Biden rant and rave, because Scranton Joe's looking and sounding meaner and more petty by the day. And then Trump, by comparison, he easily appears presidential.
But Americans are not struggling. You know, this is the worst platform.
They're looking at Republicans in Washington and laughing at us.
I mean, it's just not cool to be a Republican, and even not cool to be for Trump.
They like to say I'm a threat to democracy. What the hell have I done?
Let's pray for our country being stronger on the other side of this disgusting sham politician prosecution.
Anybody have any Tic Tacs?
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Of course I hate these people.
Donald Trump disrespecting black folk is nothing new. He was sued for refusing to rent his apartments to black families and called for the execution of 5 innocent black and brown teenagers.
And it's more than anger, it's hatred.
It's why Trump stood with violent white supremacists, warned of a bloodbath if he loses the next election, and if he's president again, vowed to be a dictator who wants revenge on his enemies. Now, who do you think that is?
Of course I hate these people.
You know, all the action's happening in New York right now, where the Stormy Daniels roast of Donald Trump's penis continues for another day. Once again, Trump's lawyers asked for a mistrial today. Once again, the judge said no. Trump fell asleep again today, multiple times. Look at this. Trump is now had his eyes closed for several minutes with his chin jutting out. He fell asleep while Stormy Daniels testified about sleeping with him. Team Trump spent much of the day trying to paint Daniels as a sleazy, money-grubbing liar, which, if that is true, you can see why they hit it off. And I tell you, it's quite a day to be a stenographer. These are actual phrases that were used in court today. Human toilet, orange turd, and make America horny again. And print those out and hang them on the Smithsonian wall. There are no video cameras allowed in the court, and today the judge put the kibosh on photography, too, so we have to rely on the sketch artist, who's done a very good job. I mean, first of all, she whipped this out. You can put a bikini on the laptop, and I also want to commend her for drawing 2 people, including a picture of those 2 people, You should get paid twice for that, right? Trump's lawyers are still going with this he didn't have sex with her fairy tale. This is a guy who's been sued hundreds of times for not paying plumbers, for stiffing dishwashers, waiters, painters, bartenders, even his own lawyers. We're supposed to believe he handed a $130,000 check to a porn star for no reason. It's funny that while Trump's lawyers are throwing their backs out trying to convince the jury that Stormy made this whole sex thing up, Ted Cruz is on Fox defending Trump by saying the opposite.
There is no person on planet Earth that believes Donald Trump has been celibate all his life. That is not news.
Thanks, Ted. That's going to make Mother's Day with Melania a lot of fun this year. You know, earlier this week, the judge warned Trump that if he violates the gag order again, which would be the 11th violation, he could get jail time. And while in some ways I think Trump would like to go to jail and become the farter martyr, nobody wants to go to jail because it's jail. He'd be held in a standard 9x13 cell, 117 square feet, which Trump describes as 5,000 square feet with a balcony. And New York Mayor Eric Adams said Rikers Island is ready for Trump now if he is imprisoned for contempt. What does that mean? The ketchup bottles are bolted to the tables? What do they mean by the island is ready? It's like they're preparing to imprison King Kong or something. Trump might actually feel at home in Rikers. Their prison jumpsuits are white with reddish-orange stripes, not unlike his favorite restaurateur. He'll be making toilet McFlurries in no time. The election's now 179 days away, and President Biden told CNN he does not believe Trump will accept the results of that election. Where would he get an idea like that? And it's not just Biden saying this. The Washington Post ran a big story about the fact that many top Republicans are refusing to commit to accepting the results of the election, which raises the question, why have an election if you're not going to accept the results? What's the point? Imagine playing 9 innings of baseball where the team said, you know what, if you win, we're not accepting the score. Would you even pick up a bat? But instead, the Republicans are openly saying, heads we win, tails say we want to storm the Capitol again. Republicans and Democrats aren't the only ones at each other's throats right now.